Now I could continue to go on through countless and countless historical events and occurrences which prove beyond all rational doubt that America's economic structure is no good for black people. Despite the color of the president, despite the color of anybody on the presidential cabinet. However, since a number of the people stated that today was a new day, and Obama, our brother, Barack Obama, was the end to many, if not all, the ailments. I've heard many different stories, but let's assume, I'm going to go with some of the cases that have really heard the end to all ailments for black people. I feel a great need to address recent evidence to combat this problem. 50 to 60% of black people, specifically black men in low-income areas, such as Wilmington, such as Philadelphia, such as New York, and many areas across the country, 50 to 60% of black males are dropping out of high school. About 72% of all black male high school dropouts by 2004 were unemployed. If we factor in all black people, if we factor in those graduates, then 50% of black men in their 20s by 2004 were unemployed, up 46% from 2000. And majorly, those major, where they're able to find those economic gains, these black men, high school, in high school, dropping out of high school, whatever, those primary systems in place in which they are able to gain economic stability happen right out on the streets. Either selling, hustling, participating in numbers games, whatever it is. Now that's another situation, so I'm going to try and stay on this topic of economics. There are about 2.2 million inmates in the United States. 1.2 million are black. Homicide is the leading cause of death for black men between the ages of 15 and 44. And black men make up the highest homicide victimization rates, meaning they're being killed the most and they're killing the most between the ages of 15 and 24. Our current economic crisis, which is due majorly to a practice known as redlining. A practice of giving faulty loans to who? To black people, to you and I, giving faulty loans to us. This current economic system is thrusted by who? Us. The exploitation of black people. Those pigs from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and Lehman Brothers were all financed and protected by those understanding and those accepting and those liberal Democrats. If you still believe that today is your new day, then go and check out what they're doing overseas. Go to any random paper or online article and see numerous protests happening all around the world, especially in Gaza and in the Middle East. Check out the connections that Russia is making with China, and with Russia and China and what they're making with Cuba. Realize that these political actions directly affect the brother that's standing out on 22nd in Washington. Your new day, as far as I'm concerned, is a hoax. And your oppressor is still dominating. Your land of Africa. The reason why you have black skin is because your ancestors came from that land. And your homeland is now under intense colonization and under intense exploitation. And you and I should already realize that something must be wrong when someone gets on a commercial and asks you to donate money to one of your starving African children who is African born, African raised, African speaking, African oppressed, and has a name like Alex or Jacob. The one I heard yesterday was Michael.